Cutting footage is the most boring and repetitive part of video editing. It's also where people lose so much time. Here's how to make this process a lot easier and faster in the free version of DaVinci Resolve. First thing, stay organized. As you can see, I'm using my own project template for this. I've got a full video on how to build one. It'll pop up on the top right of your screen right now. Okay, so here I have my clip, and actually for the raw cut part, I don't need a big timeline like this. I only have 2 tracks, so I will just drag it to decrease the height of it and to have my viewer a lot bigger. That way, if something weird happens on camera or screen, like a strange movement or something, I catch it right away. Now let me show you an amazing built-in free tool that not many people know about, the silence remover. At first, select your clip that you want to remove the silences from, then go to clip, audio operations, and ripple delete silence. There are 4 settings in this panel. Threshold is the decibel level it cuts at. It depends on your mic, but for reference, I will run mine at around -20 decibels. That cuts out silence and most background noise without touching my voice. Then we have prehead, which is how many frames it leaves before you start speaking. I keep that at 0, which is the default since I want it to start right when I talk. Then we have post tail, the same idea, but on the other side. Your voice usually gets quieter towards the end of a sentence, so I leave 1 or 2 frames there so words don't get clipped. Last one, minimum to strip. That's the shortest gap it'll actually remove. I usually set it at around 10 frames since some pauses are short. And actually the cool part is that you can play around with these settings and actually scroll through timeline to see the changes in real time. Basically, these red boxes are places that will get cut out. So just basically see what works for yourself, and if everything is ready, click remove. That cut out all of the silences throughout the whole clip and reduced the duration of our clip by quite a lot. One thing worth remembering, silent isn't always the enemy. Sometimes you need a pause to build tension or give your viewers some breathing room. Or you're showing something on screen where nobody's talking. This tool can't know that. So if you've got a spot like that coming up, keep it in mind. And you can always add the silence back in with the trim tool that I will show you in a second. Now let's set up shortcuts that make editing even faster. To do this, go to DaVinci Resolve, keyboard customization, and there are 5 I'd recommend rebinding. Go to the search bar, and the first one is start to playhead under the trim and ripple. And what it does, it just clears everything to the left. And to playhead, clears everything to the right. Under timeline, split clips to make a cut. Delete selected in every category just for deleting stuff. And I don't have it under backspace because while you're editing, your left hand can't really reach the backspace and you waste so much time reaching for that key. And ripple delete to delete a clip and a gap that it leaves behind. Here is what mine look like. There are also 2 more worth knowing, but you don't necessarily need to bind them. First is Command Z or Ctrl Z to undo and Command Shift Z to redo. And a shortcut not many people know about is Option and Y. That selects every clip to the right of your playhead. That way you can just simply drag it and place something in between or use it for anything that you want. One more tool I use constantly is T Trim Edit Mode. This fixes anything silence remover cut too tight. For example here, text density is how much text. As you can see, the word much got cut out. So with this tool selected, I can just basically drag from the end of this clip and I have my word back. Is how much text. It also works the other way. If you need to add a silence back in somewhere, just drag it out. For example, like so. The reason this is so much better than doing it manually is it ripples the timeline automatically. So you're not dragging a clip onto the track above, extending it, then selecting everything to the right and pushing it over. One drag with the trim tool does all of that at once. Now it's time to actually go through the footage. I usually do this at double speed. You just need to click L on your keyboard twice. That way, as you can see here, it will make your playback faster. And then simply to pause, you can click K on your keyboard or just simple space. Now, if you didn't know this one, you can hold Option or Alt and scroll to zoom out and in, and Command or Control and scroll to go to the left or to the right, unless you have a horizontal scroll like I do. A great way of moving your playhead is also by holding C and moving your mouse. That way, you don't have to have your cursor in specific place to move the playhead, like so. You can do it from any place. As I go, I'm cutting repetitions, false starts, any unwanted noises. Here's a quick speed up of how I'm doing all of these things. While I'm going through it, I'm also leaving markers like these. You can just press M on your keyboard or go here, and there you can also change the color of your marker. I'm doing it just so if there's anything I want to come back later, I already know what I wanted here. So for example, in this place, okay, and now here at the top, I would want to make a zoom in pointing at the top. So I just leave a marker, and let's say color blue will be the one telling me that I need a zoom here. And if you didn't know that, you can actually split markers by holding Option or Alt key and just dragging it. So if you want to highlight the whole section, you can do it. In my projects, I use different colors for different stuff. So for example, for some kind of motion graphics or animations that I want to put, then from the place that I want only the zoom in to happen. Or maybe if I have some kind of sponsored segment, or I want to insert a b-roll, that's also going to be a different color. Last thing, a quick mention of the hardware I'm using into this workflow. The Ulanzi D100H dial. The best part about it is of course the dial itself. It's really precise. You can scrub through footage frame by frame, forward or backward, and it's premium made. You can actually feel each frame as you scroll through it. You can assign pretty much every shortcut I just showed you onto its 7 buttons and use it as your left hand. Your right hand stays free on your mouse, and the whole workflow gets even faster. It works outside of Resolve too, so it's not locked in to just this software. Plus, it's really affordable compared to other products like that. The link is going to be in the description if you wanted to check it out. That's it for the video. Hope it helped, and if it did, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.